Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Men of Yoshiwara Kikuya, and we are doing Iroha's sub-stories today. So, we have these 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. A white azalea that wants to be tainted. Iroha says you're like an azalea. When something's pure, I want to sully it. Well, Iroha compares you to a white azalea. The purer something is, the more I want to sully it with my hands. Not gonna complain. A white azalea that wants to be tainted. I mean, yeah. It was dusk. The sky was dyed a light red. My mother asked me to bring some things to Kikuya. Well, what do we have here? Hello, Spacey. Iroha appeared from inside and smiled cheerfully at me. Oh, what good timing. It just so happens that Takao is free tonight. How about it? Would you like to hold a party? Huh? No, I just came here today on an errand. Besides, I prefer you, Iroha. I'd said it so many times before, and yet, saying it again was still somewhat embarrassing. Maybe that was why my voice shook. He just likes to hear us say it. You really are a strange one. To have a night with Yoshiwara's best courtesan. Most girls would scrape together all their cash for a chance like that. But my voice was quiet as Iroha put a hand on my head, just like how he would treat a child. What's so good about a manager whose term of service is already over? I knew that I was just a child to him, but even so, I liked seeing Iroha. It disturbs me though when, like, in the very beginning of his path, when it was like, you're just treating me like a child, and it's like, but he's gonna change his mind and then fuck you, and that's weird. It's kind of awkward. And then there's also the, like, he just treats me like a child, but he still wants to taint you. That's disturbing, but we'll just take that, throw it away behind us, and pretend like it never happened, so it's not disturbing, and we can love him still. Otherwise, it's a little fun creepy, but anyway. But even so, I liked seeing Iroha. The time I spent with him is irreplaceable. If you're busy, I'll head home. I didn't want to be unreasonable and bother him. Quietly looking down at the floor, I turned to leave Kikuya. Actually, Spacey, the azaleas in the garden are in full bloom. Huh? Was he trying to stop me from leaving? I turned around, confused, and stared at Iroha. Do you want to have a look? They're immaculately white. Just like you, Spacey. Wow, that's racist. Look, I may be pasty and white, but, like, you don't need to call it out or anything. Jesus. Iroha's eyes shone strangely as he looked at me. I know he just means I'm pure and innocent, but, like, you know what? You don't know anything about me. But I like the fact that you think I'm pure and innocent. Fooled you. Kikuya's garden was beautiful. It was buried in gorgeous flowers that were every bit as beautiful as the courtesans. I gotta sneeze. Sorry. It's so pretty. You've planted new flowers here, haven't you? Replanting the flowers to suit the season. It's part of my job nurturing Kikuya. This spring's flowers have a somewhat sweeter, romantic finish than usual, I think. Iroha stretched his hand out towards my neck. He moved his finger towards my ear as though to stroke it. Nuh. I made a noise without meaning to. Iroha laughed throatily. I was going to face the azaleas and hand you one, but your voice is so seductive. Iroha's lips trembled by my ear. It was ticklish when he laughed. He had said we were just seeing the azaleas, but that didn't seem to be all we were doing. Look, Spacey, over in that corner, the large white ones in bloom. I looked over at the pristine white azaleas next to the cherry blossoms. In place of the fallen sakura, the large blooming azaleas added grace to the garden. How splendid! They're white to the very core, aren't they? When I stare at them for too long, I feel like I'm going to be swallowed up by them. They're even more eye-catching than the yellow and red flowers. Oh, that's me. I thought that was him. Sorry. Beep, beep. Back it up. Pretend we didn't read that. They're even more eye-catching than the yellow and red flowers. That seems like something where he would say, like, they're even more eye-catching because they remind me of you. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, he's trying to seduce us here, right? So, anyway. Yes, because they're pure white. They're so completely untainted they stand out. Like you. Am I really that untainted? That innocent? Spacey, you still don't know how adults play, do you? He didn't see me as a woman. I looked away, feeling a prickling pain in my chest. Like, look, I know, I just don't, like, know. You know what I mean? Like, obviously mean her. Like, she may not have experience, but I think she knows. She knows how it works. She just doesn't, like, know. Like, I haven't experienced how it works, but, like, my mom told me. I would assume. Because otherwise, those first sex scenes would be really awkward. Like, where are you putting what? What are you doing? Like, they had to have some kind of sex ed. Like, your mom was going to be like, okay, so here's what's going to happen. Like, because that'd be a shock otherwise. Like, could you imagine, like, you kind of knew going into your first time what was going to happen. I mean, obviously not exactly because, well, depending on situations, but let's just go with a normal, standard, everyday situation. You knew what was going to happen. You knew where things went and shit. But it was still like, okay, this is awkward and weird. No, okay, you knew the logistics, but like, you couldn't anticipate every single thing that happened. Like, but like, do you know how fucking weird that would be if you went in and you were like, I have no idea, and then that happened? You'd be like, the fuck? I could just imagine it being drastically like more than like, oh, okay. Like, she handled it like a champ if she had no clue what was going on, is all I'm saying. So like, someone told her, okay, so like, this is what's gonna happen. Like, she had to know. You know, here's my little stick person sketch of what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, she knew. She just doesn't experience it at this point. So, I mean, so he's being condescending and a little bit of a bitch, is all I'm saying. Anyway, I looked away, feeling a prickling pain in my chest. The azaleas, they aren't blooming over here. Yes, that's right. Unfortunately, because they got in the way of the sakura blossoms, Takao made me transplant them. It's really troublesome. When you replant azaleas, they don't bloom for many years. Neither Takao nor I knew that at the time, though. That's a shame. Yes, it can't be helped, so we've called the gardener to do something about them. Those poor flowers. Okay, but if he changes the garden every season, then, like, you just planted azaleas that now you just murdered because they don't regrow for years. So, like, okay, I planted those. You can never move them now. But he made it seem like, oh yeah, no, so like, oh, it's fall, time to redo the garden. Like, that's the fuck? That's a lot of work. That's insane. Anyway. Poor flowers, huh? If that's what you think, I'll give them to you. Even though they won't bloom for years. Will you really? I'll raise them well. Thank you. You really are strange, being happy to get flowers that don't bloom. I guess you're right. But it's just a matter of time before they do, so I don't mind. Is it because I'm like this that he thinks I'm childish? No, that's sweet. It's actually very nice. Like, well, I want these dead sticks. You're like, no, that's cool. I'll nurture them, and then eventually they will grow. It's patience. Suddenly I felt uncomfortable. As though to change the mood, Iroha spoke. I was the one who planted the azaleas here in this corner. You did? These? I heard they bloom into a flower as white as demon's hair. I wanted to see them. They're really pretty, just like you, Iroha. Iroha sometimes appeared as a red-eyed, white-haired demon. I was wondering when he said that, like, does she know about his demon form at this point? Because, you know, these are taking place somewhere in the midst of the story. Those beautiful azaleas look just like Iroha when he was a demon. You're probably about the only one who'd compare someone like me to these azaleas. Is that strange of me? Yes. I looked at these azaleas and thought of you. Me? The florist said that they were bewitching, seductive flowers. But to me, I can only see them as being just like you, pure and innocent. But I'm not that pretty. You dear girl. Iroha sighed and hugged me from behind. Really, how innocent can you be? He spoke into my ear as he sighed. Iroha's trimmed fingertips started feeling for my chest above my clothes. Well, but people can see us here. My head was exploding with thoughts about being seen by someone. And no one's going to come. The courtesans are busy getting ready for now. Oh, busy getting ready right now, sorry. But from on top of my clothes, Iroha brushed lightly against the tip of my breasts. Iroha! Even though you're this innocent, you're really such a bewitching girl. He whispered this in a pained voice, arousing my chest softly. My body grew hot in a flash. You'll get addicted to the pleasures soon enough, don't you think? I want to taint you until you're as far gone as I am. Stop! That sounds more painful, like, It's more, I don't know. Yeah. Yes, I have so much fun when I'm with you. It's not at all like playing around in the quarters. Go away, Norton. Iroha's hand slipped under my clothes. I shut my eyes tight. I only brushed against them lightly, but look, at the tip of your breasts, they're pointy. That's a way to phrase it. But please, don't pull them. No, you don't mean that. Really, you want me to pull them and play with them. I know you do. I knew that Yoshiwara was that sort of place, but though I was embarrassed, I wanted to give up my body to Iroha. I felt myself starting to go mad. Shall I push you over right now and suck your untainted body all over? I mean, wow. That got racy real fast. Iroha. The purer something is, the more I want to have it, even if it means I sully it. I want it so badly I want to crush it. Do you know what that feels like? I didn't. Did Iroha have something he wanted so badly he'd do something like crush it? While I was caught up in my thoughts, Iroha had slipped his hand under my skirt. His 5 fingers danced over my thighs, fondling them. I felt a shiver go up my spine. My knees buckled and I fell to the floor. Oh dear, are you all right? At this rate, I'm going to mess up innocent little you in this garden right here. He took me by the shoulders and flipped me over. There, in front of me, was Iroha the demon. Right then, he wanted me. If someone were to happen here in the if somewhere were to... If something? Is that what they meant? If something were to happen here in the quarters, no one would think anything of it. It sounded like he was testing me. The spring breeze blew over Iroha and I. Iroha's pure white hair fell sleekly onto my neck and over my cheek. I even loved Iroha as a demon. Letting the strength go from my body, I gave my body over to him. If you want to crush me, if you want to sully me, I spoke, shaking, my face bright red. Please, do as you wish with me. Spacey. I heard Iroha's breath catch. Only the sound of the breeze against the leaves could be heard in Kikuya's garden. When something's too pure, it's frightening to think of tainting it. Iroha wrapped both his arms around me and hugged me tight. Spacey. Iroha whispered, then kissed me. I felt giddier than if I'd been drinking. I'll make that unblooming azalea bloom. I know you will. Damn! I'll make that azalea bloom. I know you will. Like, shit. That was pretty sly. Like, I really want to taint you. Iroha kissed me on the lips once more. His tongue was rougher than usual, feeling around inside of me. I felt faint at the intensity of his kiss. Oh, she gonna pass out again. I put my hand around Iroha's back and sunk my nails in. When our lips parted, Iroha started licking my ear as though reluctant to part. I feel drunk on your innocence, like I'm gonna go mad. Then Iroha kissed me forcefully again. This time I could barely breathe. It was a kiss that'd drive you crazy. In the arms of the demon I loved, I found myself crumbling in a garden full of flowers. A white azalea that wants to be tainted. Yeah. Valentine's Day scenario. Iroha teaches you about what Valentine's Day is. You're confused by how many presents are being exchanged. Iroha explains that today is Valentine's Day. Phew, that completes my work for today. Being that today was an unusually busy day, I sighed without thinking. It felt like I had delivered a month's worth of parcels today. Everything was wrapped with beautiful papers and was decorated with beautiful flowers. What happened? You look like you're out of it. No, nothing. Maybe today is the birthday of some famous gentleman of the night. I heard that women compete to give presents to famous gentlemen. I guess it has nothing to do with me. I nodded once and quickly prepared to go see Iroha-san. I kept you waiting for some time, didn't I? Iroha-san came into the room looking more tired than I've ever seen him before. No, not at all. It seems busy today. Aren't you tired? I'm more worried about his health than the fact that I was kept waiting. Thank you for your concern. You're a nice person, Spacey-san. It's normal. Yes, it is normal. It's totally natural to be concerned about the health of the one you hold dear. As I stared at him, Iroha-san laughed a little and began stroking my hair. Clients have been coming here only to give presents today, so it's been hectic. Besides that, the gentlemen compete who gets the most presents, so that made me a little tired. But you came to visit me like this, Spacey-san, so I don't have time to feel tired. Iroha-san's fingers began stroking my hair and touching my cheek. When he touched me, I felt embarrassed and my heart beat loudly and wildly. And yet it was curious that I missed him so much when I was away from him. Noticing what was on my mind, Iroha-san laughed at me a little. Why are there lots of presents today? Did I just ask him something strange? I know that you're very inexperienced, but how is it possible that you don't know about Valentine's Day? It seems that it's too early for you to come to Yoshiwara, Spacey-san. How is it possible? I panicked in reaction to those words. Is it really that important an event? No, it's just a meaningless event. But everyone looks forward to competing over who received the most presents, no? Yeah, I guess so. Looking amused, Iroha-san narrowed his eyes and spoke to calm me down from my fervor. It's a game that came from the mainland. It's not a game. It's a holiday. Women give sweets called chocolates to the man that they're in love with. In love means the partner of a woman considered to be a gentleman's wife for the night, yes? Spacey-san, even if I didn't know about it, I feel bad that I couldn't give Iroha-san anything. These things that other women go crazy over. Perhaps I should pay more attention to them. I'm sorry. There's no need to apologize, and you don't need to be so disappointed. But there is. I also wanted to give you a present. Those words that I tried to finish got stuck in my throat. I rather expected that you wouldn't know about it, so please don't worry about it. But Iroha-san cut me off. You're an innocent girl, Spacey-san. If you had known about it, you would be restless for days. I can't deny that. If I knew that you prepared for it, I would have had to tell you things making you disappointed. So it was more convenient for me to not ask if you knew about it or not. But if I knew that you would be this disappointed, Spacey-san, it would have been better to tell you ahead of time. What is it? Well, to be honest, I've never really liked sweets. What? Are you serious? Yes, so even if I received chocolates from you, I am not sure that I would be able to eat them. I see. I guess it worked out well that I didn't know. But the desire to give him something was stuck in my mind. That's why I prepared it myself. Yourself? What do you mean? Iroha-san chuckled and had an unusually mischievous look on his face. I cocked my head to the side and watched what he was doing. He took a small envelope out of his chest pocket and took out a small-sized piece of chocolate. It's melted just enough. As I was about to ask what it was, he put the chocolate between my lips. Is it okay to eat this chocolate? What are you going to do, spit it out? It's in your mouth. As I wondered that, Iroha-san got chocolate on his fingers, so he licked it off. As I saw him do this, it made me imagine what would happen after this. He's like, here, put the chocolate in your mouth, and he licks his fingers, and she's like, now fucking horny as shit. Like, wow. Jesus. Is he going to lick the chocolate between my lips just like he did to his fingers? Ew. He does spit sake into her mouth, so but kind of ew. It should be too early for you to be in Yoshiwara, but perhaps I've taught you well enough. He gently grabbed both my arms. You already look pleased about what's going to happen after this. Iroha-san's words made me feel embarrassed, so my cheeks became hot. His stare embarrassed me, so I looked down to escape his gaze. Oh, won't you give me some chocolate? But I want to say that you prepared this chocolate, Iroha-san. But the chocolate was lodged between my lips, so I couldn't talk. Like, who the fuck? Okay. So, like, just imagine so a guy like, okay, here's some chocolate, puts it in your mouth. You just sit there and hold it, and you're all like, what do I do with it? Do I eat it? What do I do? And you just wait for him to extrapolate that he's gonna, like, kiss it out of your mouth. You're not eating that shit in any real situation. Anyone, like, she's being a complete and utter derp turd here. Like, the fuck. Like, even if you're not a chocolate fan, if a guy put chocolate in your mouth, you'd be like, okay, and he turned around like, I'm gonna wait, where'd it go? You're like, I ate it. You put it in my mouth. The fuck was I supposed to do? Just, are you good? I'm allowed to chew this? You didn't want to share it with me? Like, because that's, first of all, not fucking normal. Like, here, hold on, let me spit some sake into your mouth. Gross! Like, I know I make out with you, and I drink sake. But I don't want to make out with you and drink sake at the same time. Like, I don't want all that excess spit. Like, that's just... Anyway. His obsession with, like, the feeding thing is weird. And it's not sexy. Also, the whole constantly talk about babies and him treating me like a child. You know, they have a lot of things in his route that make me, like, feel like I should question why I love him. I still do like him, but this is the awkward part. We've had way worse in games, so whatever. Yeah, okay, read that. If you keep looking down like that, I can't eat your chocolate. That sounds really inappropriately gross. I felt embarrassed, but I don't feel like eating chocolate. My anticipation for what will happen next is so great that my body is trembling. I nervously put my face up and stared at Iroha-san. I don't like sweets so much, but if I can eat from your mouth, it makes it look so appetizing. That is really fucking creepy, but he's saying that he doesn't like sweets. This is not like a Lady in the Tramp moment where you're eating spaghetti or you're like, yeah, let's chew the candy together and the kiss. It's like, he's like, let me just, like, lick it out of your mouth. That's just, it's weird, okay? I just think it's weird, but anyway. But how can he be giving such a great smile? And this is the only sweet that I can eat. Iroha-san looked down on me and my heart beat intensely. His tongue lightly touched my lips and stimulated me. She looks really awkward in this photo, but I could smell the aroma of chocolate between my lips and Iroha-san's uniquely refreshing fragrance. I couldn't tell which smell was making me intoxicated. How delicious. Spacey-san, your body temperature is starting to melt the chocolate. Yeah, I mean it melts in your mouth, not in your hands. So I have to lick your lips in order to eat it. With every beat of my heart, I yearn in anticipation of his lips more and more. Do you want to taste the chocolate too? It's literally in my mouth. How can I not be? If Iroha-san wasn't hugging me, I might jump into his arms myself. But I couldn't do that, so the only thing that I could do was nod obediently to his words. All right. Slowly. I'm not moaning. I'm not. Iroha-san's lips overlapped mine. I'm not doing that. I can't. You know it'll be awkward and stupid. We kissed each other lightly over and over again and licked the chocolate to taste it. Okay, fine. I'll do the like yeah, I can do those awkward noise, but God, it's too awkward. Anyway, Iroha-san. Iroha-san. Why do I do this? I'm just gonna stop. No. It's so very, very delicious. It makes me want to peck at it over and over. That doesn't quite make sense, but unfortunately there's no more chocolate. I guess I should say thanks for the meal. Oh no, I'm unsatisfied. Just a peck on the lips? There's no way that would be enough to satisfy me. I think Iroha-san feels the same way. Before I knew it, he turned into an ogre and lifted the corner of his lips into a wicked smile. I'm kidding. After he whispered that we kissed each other ever so deeply. White Day. Iroha couldn't give you any chocolate, but what does he do to make up for it? Oh! Even though you weren't able to give Iroha chocolate, he still says he got some. How does he pay you back? How does he pay you back? For some reason today, I've been really focused on a package that's been addressed to Kikuya. It's a package that I need to carry with both arms. It's in a gorgeous box, and it has a subtle, sweet aroma. Am I just imagining things? I feel like something similar happened here recently. Without having a clue as to what this was, I delivered the package to Kikuya. Excuse me. It's daytime, so it should be quiet, but it seems to be busy this year too, doesn't it? I have to return a gift. I think I may be the only trainee to get chocolate. I got 10 chocolates this year. How can you boast with that number of chocolates? I almost want to cry when I hear how many chocolates you guys are getting. Your arrogance won't last long. Sounds interesting. The gentleman of the night who noticed came close around me. What's happening? You guys don't need to be so close to me. Though they shine brightest at night, the appearances of the gentleman in the daytime say something about the power of beauty. I feel overwhelmed and want to escape. Clap, clap. Scared the shit out of the bird. Sorry! Oh, I'm sorry, Booger. I was sound effecting the game. I was doing sound effects. You come back? Sorry. It's alright, he's fine. Who is acting disgracefully here? Iroha-san. Hi, sorry. He's a good birdie. He clapped his hands and spoke in a disgusted tone. His appearance made me feel relieved. Thank you for coming here, Spacey-san. I'm really sorry for their disgraceful behavior. And no, it's okay. I came here to deliver packages. I was surprised and overwhelmed by their behavior, but there's nothing Iroha-san should be sorry for. Delivery confirmed. Hey, you. Unload the packages from the carrier to line them up by the entrance. He gave this order to his assistants who were waiting in reserve. I also tried to help them carry the packages. Isn't it too heavy for a lady to carry? Like, I carried it all the way here, bitch. It's lighter than you would expect, so it's no problem. Despite what I said, Iroha-san took the package from my hands. When our glances met at the same height, Iroha-san smiled at me more softly than ever before. Thank you. You're welcome. After they finished carrying the packages, I tried to put on my shoes to go back home. Oh, Spacey-san, I'll give you a thing as my gratitude. So could you wait for me for a little? What does he mean by a token of his gratitude? Though I didn't realize, I was happy to spend time with Iroha-san in the daytime, so I nodded. Iroha-san also gave a single satisfied nod, and before I knew it, the gentleman had formed a line. Iroha-san stood straight up and turned his attention to the gentleman of the night. Oh, well then. Iroha-san took a piece of paper from his chest pocket. I will call each person's name, and when I do, I'll come and take your package calmly and quietly. Yes. Their previous excitement vanished, and they all somehow looked like children. Okay, first is Takao. You have a lot this year, too. They smiled wryly and looked down at the character written on the paper. What is he looking at? You seem very interested in this, don't you? This says how much each person gets. Does that mean they should be given the things inside the box? Yes. If so, I'll help you. I started to move before Iroha-san could answer. Here's the thing. This isn't Valentine's Day where the guys are getting gifts. So why are they still getting gifts if it's White Day and they should be giving gifts? Is this like the stuff that they're like, oh, the stuff that you ordered so that you could give it out back to the ladies that gave you presents? That would also be expensive. Could you fucking imagine? So like, okay, you have X amount of debt. You make $100 a night. So this woman comes in, pays $100. You don't have to sleep with her. Woo! But you have to buy lots of nice things for yourself to make yourself look better so your debt grows. And then 20 women give you gifts on Valentine's Day, so you got to buy 20 gifts to give back, so that's more money that you're waiting. My God. Kikuya is just a symbol. It's just symbolism for credit card debt is all it is, I swear to God. Goddamn interest! But anyway, is that okay for you? All right, I'll take you up on your kind offer. I'm happy that Iroha-san is relying on me, so I was more eager to help than ever before. When I gave off the packages that I thought the gentleman ordered, before I knew it, the box became empty. Oh? After giving a package. After giving a package he got to Tokiwa, Takao took a peek into the contents of the box. Is it not enough? And no, I was just wondering what Iroha ordered. Okay, so that's what it is. Yep. Well, there's nothing left, so I guess he's not going to give you anything in return, is he? It's none of your business. What do you mean? Is today a special day? Also, I didn't give him anything, so technically he shouldn't have to give me anything. Don't tell me you don't know about White Day. White Day? What's that? Oh, that's right. Something like this happened about a month ago, didn't it? Could it be related to that? Oh, White Day is the counterpart to Valentine's Day. Iroha-san's voice softly fell onto me from behind. Valentine's Day. That was the day when women give presents to men, right? That's right. And today's the day men return gifts to the women that have sent them a gift. Oh, I see. Iroha, Spacey's disappointed because she didn't receive anything. No, that's wrong. I didn't give Iroha-san chocolate. Huh? I was about to finish saying that I didn't give him any chocolate. He pressed his cool finger to my lips. I did receive chocolate from you. Iroha-san looked down at me from behind, and I looked up at him. Huh? But it was chocolate that Iroha-san had. It wasn't something that I had prepared. Why would I receive a gift return? I'll tell you in detail when we're alone. Iroha-san's eyes were telling me to keep quiet. Okay. I felt Takao-san's amused eyes on me as I was led along by Iroha-san's hand. We sat on our knees facing each other, and I read his facial expressions. I'm sorry for making you tell a lie to protect me. I didn't really lie. But I didn't give you anything, did I? No, I got something. What did you get? I got a full helping of the chocolate that was between your lips. Iroha-san's index finger tapped my lower lip twice. That was enough to remind me of the kiss from that day. But that was Iroha-san's chocolate. And those lips are yours. And because of you, I was able to eat sweets, wasn't I? Well, since then, I've wanted to impulsively eat something sweet. Really? But no matter what I ate, it was always a flavor that I didn't like. It would appear that my tongue can accept any sweets unless it's from your lips. That makes me very happy. That's a really awkward, but okay, sure. Like, I can't eat candy unless you've sucked on it first. Oh, that makes me happy. That is not weird at all. Sure. Like, okay. And that's great. So enjoy a large helping of my gift in return. A large helping of this gift? It's not what I think it is it? Iroha-san smiled bewitchingly. Huh? And this is a gift in return for the chocolate, and my token of gratitude for allowing me to eat sweets. Before I could stop him, Iroha-san kissed me. That's a large... Okay, this is going where I thought it was. Even though it's daytime, I wonder if it's a problem for him to do this. I'll be next to you, kissing you all over your body until you're satisfied. I will never be satisfied. It's gonna happen forever. If any part of you feels unsatisfied, and just tell me where, okay? After he spoke, Iroha-san went straight to action. He repeatedly kissed me deeply and shallowly, and just then... are you going to kiss this place? He kissed my fingertips. His seductive appearance made my chest tighten and made me let out a sigh. That's a not a but perhaps because he heard me, Iroha-san chuckled. Feeling embarrassed, I pulled my finger back without even thinking. That's enough. Already? I can't believe it. But is that normally enough to satisfy you? Oh, hell no. I'm not sure how to reply when he asks me like that. Or do you want an actual item instead of kisses? Oh, hell no, I just want you to kiss me. Huh? I thought this would be more than sufficient as a return gift. Iroha-san's eyes started to become clouded. Well, what I actually want is your dick in a box. Have kisses been beaten by chocolate? He wrapped his hands around my waist and tried to escape and put them to his own lips. They were soft, springy, and felt real sweet. If that's how it is, then I should have prepared chocolate like I was supposed to. I shook my head to tell him that he's wrong. It's not like that. I feel the same way you do. That makes me feel relieved. Well then, close your eyes. I felt embarrassed, but I wrapped my hands around both of his cheeks and accepted his kiss. I wonder why my body trembled with joy despite the fact that we kissed so many times before. And this is sweeter than chocolate, isn't it? His meltingly sweet kisses spread out from my lips. It's very sweet. And that's good. And there's much more to come, right? I wonder if I'll ever get tired of his lips. I grabbed his body strongly so that his body wouldn't separate from mine. And Iroha-san's body also turned into its ogre form. You don't need to rush. It's okay. I feel like it's not enough. I want more. Without thinking, I brought my body closer and closer to Iroha-san. I tasted his sweet kisses until I had my fill. Yay. Okay. A repose from temptation. On a spring day, Iroha proposes that the two of you go on a picnic. He proposes that the two of you go on a picnic. Oh, whoops. On a spring day when the weather has started to get warmer, Iroha proposes that the two of you go on a picnic. The nice and warm day brought me and Iroha-san out to take in some sun on the veranda. A day like this makes me want to bathe in the sun all day long. It would be perfect if we had iced tea and rice dumplings. I knew you would say that, so I've already prepared them. I served iced tea and rice dumplings with syrup to Iroha-san on a tray. You've prepared well. Let me have one then. Okay, let's eat. Oh, that was him. Okay, let's eat. Whoops. Anyway. Yes. I carried a rice dumpling to my mouth. Delicious. You made them, didn't you, Spacey? How did you know? I can always tell that when it's your creation. To find bliss just by being together, this is what it means. I experienced the joy of being beside him with insignificant dialogues like this. Oh, Spacey, you have something there. He pointed to the area around my cheek. Huh? Where? I touched my cheek, but my fingers couldn't find anything. It's here. Iroha-san's face came straight and close to mine. Then, you knew. He's like, you have something there. Where? Kisses you on the cheek. You knew that was going to happen. Huh? He licked my cheek. Okay, licked. Still okay. I got it. Thank you. He touched my lips a little just now. And don't blush like that. You'll make me want you more. Oh. Iroha-san's long fingers wrapped themselves around my cheeks, and then he placed his lips onto mine. What indecent things are you guys doing in the middle of the day? God damn it, cock-blocking mother. In reaction to my mother's voice, I instantly separated myself from his body. I was wondering where you were, and here you are loafing around. Come on, work! You have work to do! Yes. Right away. Hurry! My mother then went back into the shop. As soon as we saw her disappear, we sighed at the same time. She found us. Yes, it was much sooner than I expected. It looks like we won't be able to relax here together anymore. That's certainly true. Oh, that's right. I know of a way. Iroha-san suddenly went into a bright, blossoming smile from his last expression of disappointment. How about we go to the shrine with some bento boxes tomorrow? The shrine? Yes, we have something to do on the mainland tomorrow, right? After that, let's have lunch at the usual Inari shrine. I've heard from an old client that not many people visit there during the day. I thought it might be the perfect place for us to be alone. And just you and me, Spacey-san. Iroha-san. I felt happy to know that he wanted to be together with me that much. You don't like it? How could I not like it? Let's go tomorrow. It's settled then. The next day, I prepared our bento box lunch, and as I backed our room, as I left our room, or backed out of our room, I don't know, Yodora-san told me to come. Here. He handed me something wrapped in cloth. When I untied the cloth, inside was... Is this a kimono? As I tried to spread it, it was hard to say what it was. It was like a kimono, but not like one. It's a picnic blanket. It's a one-piece. What a radical design! What's more, it seems extremely short. I'm the daughter of a shipping agent, so I'm used to wearing Western clothing, but... It sure is. When a seller showed me this dress, I immediately thought that this would look good on Spacey and bought it. Could you wear this to the shrine? This? The sexy clothing will show my legs and shoulders. I needed a lot of courage to wear a thing like this. I want to see you wearing this. It's a negligee, it's fine. You're fine out in public. Okay, I'll wear it. It's like a little mini sundress. And thank you for accepting my selfish request. But only if you wear this tube top and these booty shorts. God, no, please don't. He purchased this stuff just for me. He'd be disappointed if I didn't wear it now. Although, if you think about it, he's like, here, wear something that's totally outside your comfort zone. But this makes me uncomfortable. Just wear it. Okay. That's a little... I mean, he bought you a gift. I bought you this dress. And you're like, oh, wearing something this short and strapless makes me uncomfortable. I'd be happy if you wore it. Okay, fine, I'll wear it. I'm totally uncomfortable the whole time. Like, I'm just saying. I made up my mind and slipped into that short kimono. We don't even get to see what it looks like because we're not going to get a CG for this one. After finishing our job in the city, we walked through the town to make our way to the shrine. The short length of the kimono bothers me. I just can't get used to wearing a kimono that rises above my knees. I just can't relax since I'm worried that my underwear may be showing. You've been holding the bottom of your skirt ever since the beginning. Because I'm not used to wearing something so short like this. I heard that in the West, even shorter ones exist. What? Even shorter than this? Oh, girl. Just wait. She's gonna magically be pulled into the future where it's like, are you in your underwear? No, these are my shorts, but your ass cheeks are hanging out. Yeah, that's the style. But they're high-waisted, so it's okay.
We used to wear low-rise shorts that covered your butt cheeks. Now we just wear super high-rise ones where your ass cheek falls out.
So you just like pulled them up higher, gave yourself a wedgie. It's basically both are equally like wrong in different ways. I think these might become popular in this country someday, and the day will come when our country accepts a lot of Western culture. I can't help but feel like that. Is that your prediction? Yes. It's not a definite thing, though. I believe it. Just as you said, that day will come to Japan. You do. Oh. I felt my foot get caught on something and immediately lost my balance. Spacey! Tumbling! I saw the ground quickly approaching me and prepared myself, but my body didn't hit the ground. Are you okay, Spacey? Yes? Yodora-san's arms held me securely. This would have been a good one for a CG, because then he could have caught her and been like, look at the cute little dress! We could have seen her dress. It's just me like, I want to see what her dress is! But it could have been cute. He could have been holding her, and you could have seen the... I mean, come on! You can't just tell me she's got a new outfit and I don't get to see it. I'm just saying. Anyway. Thank you so much! A tickling pain ran through my ankle. Is this... Spacey, what happened? I think I sprained my ankle. What? Let's get you some immediate medical attention. He quickly cooled my ankle and tore a piece of his sleeve to wrap around my ankle. You don't need to do that much. He tore his precious clothing. You shouldn't move for a while. Spacey, climb up on my back. What? Yodora-san squatted down and turned his back to me. Hurry. But I must be heavy. I already know you aren't heavy. I know this better than anyone. Come on, be quick. But... As I hesitated, Yodora-san sighed deeply and then turned to me. I guess I don't have any other choice. Eek! He pulled my body strongly and I was immediately flung into the air. Yodora-san? Irawa-san grabbed my waist and legs to hold me up. If you don't like to ride piggyback, I'll do it this way. This is even more embarrassing, and I feel bad to have you do this. This would have also been a good CG, because it would have been funny. Hold on. I enjoy watching you get embarrassed. Don't say mean things like that. I really like your face now. Irawa-san started to walk while carrying me. However far he walked, his expression kept cool. Because he's a man. I felt his manliness in his expression that didn't change in the least as he carried me. I can feel something in my heart. Witnessing Irawa-san's manliness with my own eyes, my love for him surged. His manliness. Okay. Why does that? You're like, okay. At this rate, I'll be noticed. Not wanting him to notice my heartbeat and red face, I pushed my face into his chest. When we crossed the sea and walked out towards the red light district, I was still out of it. Irawa-san's voice made me come to. Spacey, we've arrived. Wow. When I looked up, there was a green grass and trees with young leaves in full view. I sprayed my ankle so he held me and then I passed out. She passes out an awful lot, is all I'm saying. She should seriously get checked. It seems like you're fine now. I'll put you down. He slowly put my feet on the ground. The pain on my ankle mostly subsided. Your clothes have become dirty. Oh, it was then. I saw mud come onto some parts of my clothing. I saw mud come onto that just magically appears. As my feet got stuck, I stepped in a water puddle. It would be better to wash it off. Luckily, there's some clean water here. Irawa-san pointed to a well. Come on, Spacey. Take off your clothes. Huh? Take my clothes off here? Yes. I'll help you with that. Oh, we gonna get frisky in the shrine again. It seems wildly inappropriate, but like, I mean, right? It's like, look, let's go visit the church and just have sex. And the, what? Like, what? That, I don't know, it just seems really inappropriate to me, but, Irawa-san, though bewildered, Irawa-san touched my clothing with a smile on his face. It's okay. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. And the gentlemen of the night are still asleep, and Kagura is back inside. We're the only ones here. Oh. He touched a sensitive part of my bosom, making my body react by flinching. Irawa-san then covered my quivering lips with a kiss. You're being so adorable. I'm just taking off your clothes, but you feel that much? You've become so stiff. Because you touched it. Ah, so it's my fault then. So are you saying that your hot panting is also because of my kiss? Yes? His tongue invaded my mouth and roughly churned inside my mouth so that I couldn't stop panting. Spacey. Irawa-san kept kissing while touching my body. I was trying to touch you just a little bit, but now I can't stop. He laid down on the grass while holding my waist as the front of my kimono remained exposed. I can see it quite well. Your beautiful body. Don't look at me so much. I tried to hide my body, but Irawa-san laying beneath me prevented that action, so I couldn't. So, okay, look. I get, strip naked, let me wash your kimono, but my kimono's still dirty, and now I'm naked, and we're gonna have sex, and it could have been drying while we were boning. I'm just saying, like, let's be logical here. At least wash it and then fuck me, so that it's drying. It's just, you know, it's just better use of your time is all I'm saying. God. Anyway. Okay. I won't look at you. Oh. He held my body, and as soon as our bodies came into close contact, a hot shock ran past my body. I'll feel you with my body. Oh, Irawa-san. I fully felt his warmth and raised my voice every time that sensation hit my body. I really do think it was a good decision to come here. I can hear your sexy voice to the fullest extent. You don't need to hold back today. You can cry out as much as you want. Really? I'm not. I can't. I can't do the... Okay. I can't do the like, oh, no, oh. Oh, God. Why? But that's basic. Minus the Irawa-san screaming out his name in there. I can just... You just imagine that in your head. He held me more passionately than he normally did, so I shouted in an indecent way, just as he wanted. Iroha-san, I'll take care of it. After that, that was it? I mean, look, there was a lead up, and then there was like, I shouted in an indecent way. So like, you were bone, and then that's it. You could have at least given us something that just, so that I knew for 100% fact that we just had sex. I'm just guessing we did, which I'm like 80% certain, but I want to be like 99%. So like, but I don't want to read it. Look, nothing I do makes sense. After that, Iroha-san started to wash my clothes at the well. No, I'll do it. You should rest. I think I may have gone a little too far. I remembered what we did before and my face became hot. He smiled at my embarrassment and then hung my wet clothes on a tree branch. You look good covered up in a western jacket. You look like a cute swallow. You're a bad person. And today we did something that we normally can't do, and that makes it a great day. Well then, let's eat our box lunches. Yes. We did something we normally can't do. We can't have sex? Is it because we're not married yet and our mom won't let us? Because I'm pretty sure we can sneak and do it. Good fucking lord, come on. Take some of the Western ways and just sneak into your significant other's room and bone them when your mom's not looking. I'm just saying. Like that didn't happen fucking in Japan either. Come on. Everybody's been doing that since time began. Iroha-san kept smiling since early on. It seems like today was a good break for him. I'll feed you. Huh? And no, that's okay. Seriously, it's okay. And no need to be shy. Come on. As long as you're not chewing up my food and spitting it in my mouth, because I'll gag. Say, ah. I opened my mouth and was fed the eggs that I cooked. It tasted very sweet. And this is next. He held my shoulders and put his lips on mine. I love you, Spacey. Our sweet lunch has just begun. It seems like this small, happy excursion won't end anytime soon. That's fucking hilarious. It seems like this happy excursion won't end anytime soon. And I was like, that's so the last sentence. And it's like, end. And you're like, but you lied to me, game. You fucking lied to me. So, that was all of Iroha's route. But now there is an Iroha Season 2, which I think is a little bit shorter. I think it's only 8 chapters. Because I did look, I went and I glanced just to see. But I glanced at a guide, so. Her face looks so awkward and weird here. With her super up-turny pointy nose, so like. I think we'll go with the other one. But, so it's going to be a little bit shorter. Plus, there is another character. No, that was not the one. We want the White Day one, right? Yeah. There is another character that certain choices, certain answers gets a CG for that other character that's in there. So I don't know if we should use a guide for that one. Or we should adjust the guide in order to get that CG. Because then it's like, oh, it's like there's like 4 or 5 different ones. So I might have that guide open and just do whatever. Go with whatever options unless it's one of the answers that would get us that CG. Just so we don't have to go back, skip through the whole thing just to get that CG. We can get it on the first shot. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure, unless we're awful, we should get the thing. But I'll look and see, because I don't know if the Season 2... Actually, it should unlock... Hold on, we'll come back to this. Let's actually see something. Main story. Oh yeah, we can unlock it. Yeah, so you get 2 endings. Okay, so I think we should be able to get... So that'll be shorter. But anyway, so it won't take as many parts, but that's what we'll be doing next, and then we'll go down What's-His-Face's route, so... Who's never shown up in this at all, so... It's gonna be weird. But anyway, yeah, so I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up, and subscribe to see more.